Friday, November 21st edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Wanted to start off with a couple of the web cameras across the state of North Carolina. Avalon Pier web camera on the left. Beach Mountain Parkway cam from resortcams.com on the right. Notice still that layer of some snow on the ground there. Top Beach Mountain is 23 degrees there. It's 43 there at Kill Devil Hills in the Outer Banks. And certainly there's been some natural snow and plenty of cold air in the mountains. The ski resort area is largely open for business. A couple of exceptions, but a lot of the ski resorts in the region open this weekend. And at least as far as the weekend is concerned, Saturday's weather looks very nice for some skiing or some riding before the rain opportunities roll in as we get through Sunday. More on that coming up. Highs yesterday, much milder. I put this out on Twitter and Facebook yesterday afternoon, but it really does show you how nice you can make the 50s to low 60s feel after you've had a couple of really cold days. It felt very nice out there yesterday afternoon. Our departure for normal and regarding our highs, really pretty close. A little bit below average, but not a whole lot. Certainly not the 20-degree below average temperatures we had yesterday, and even greater departures the day before. Currently, 5:30 this morning as I'm cutting the video, 20s and 30s in many spots, some 40s along the coast up toward the Outer Banks, Cape Hatteras at 47, 38 in Columbia, 28 in Boone, 30 in Raleigh. A fresh supply of cooler air rolling into the region. It's 11 in Chicago, 15 in Detroit, 20 in Huntington, West Virginia, Louisville at 23. And then you get down into the southern plains and some warmer air pooling. That is the very beginnings of our next storm system, which I'll show you on the radar coming up. Warmer air developing here. Pretty good severe weather risk here in parts of Texas and Louisiana as this system evolves over the next couple of days. That'd especially be later tomorrow. And then here are temperatures across our region. Now, as I mentioned, a little bit of a reinforcing shot of some cooler air arriving. It will be a cooler day today than yesterday by a pretty wide margin, actually. Futurecast this afternoon showing you temperatures in the 40s in a lot of the Piedmont. It might break 50 in Charlotte. 40s across the triad and triangle regions. And then your Saturday numbers looking a little bit milder than what we'll see today, but still certainly on the cool side. Here's the setup. Again, things just beginning to brew back in the southern plains, but we still have a couple of quiet days to go around here. Things are very quiet on the radar. They'll stay that way over the next 48 hours. The lake effect snow machine still cranking in some spots, but the orientation of the winds has shifted a bit. So you can see now a lot of the winds are moving something like that. So your lake effect snow bands are set up like that as opposed to like that, where you had some of those areas so heavily hit with lake effect snow earlier in the week. And then you get down into Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, even North Mississippi, a few showers breaking out. Again, that is the very beginnings of our next storm system. But just cool, high pressure, main influencing factor in our weather today. Here's your high temperature forecast across the region. 44 in Greensboro, 52 in Charlotte, 58 in Columbia. Lows tonight will head down into the 20s in many Piedmont spots. Some low 30s in some spots. But the bottom line is it's going to be a fairly chilly start to Saturday. But really the Saturday forecast still looks quite nice. Moisture gathering off to the west. But no problems across the Carolinas Saturday, and your Saturday highs slightly milder than what we'll see today, but still below average. And then we get to Sunday. That's when the weather kind of heads downhill for us. This is around daybreak Sunday. And at that point in time, you could have a pretty mean line of thunderstorms there through Louisiana and then arcing down into the Gulf of Mexico. And south of that warm front, that's where your severe weather threat will be ongoing. And then that system marches eastward. A lot of clouds here Sunday. And with time, we see the rain arrive. Now, that modeling you see on this map, that is Futurecast. And it's a little bit slower with the arrival of the rain on Sunday. A lot of other models are quicker. Here's the NAM, or the short-range computer models. This is around 8 o'clock Sunday morning, and fairly soon thereafter, the rain marches into the Carolinas. So I think we see the rain arrive during the day Sunday, and it might be more weighted toward the afternoon for sure, and then continues into Sunday night before tapering off. And this still looks like a healthy rain event. Here's the NAM representation of rain totals with this system. The European model is still quite similar, over 1 inch of rain in many spots. Now the GFS, with its most recent run, backed totals down a bit. We'll see what happens with the 6Z run that's just coming in. But the bottom line is I still think Sunday afternoon into Sunday night, we're looking at a pretty good rain event. Now, I don't have any maps to show you thereafter, but I'll just mention really quick as we get deeper into next week. Of course, that's the week of Thanksgiving. And Wednesday, the big travel day, the day before Thanksgiving, a little piece of energy tries to pop up an area of low pressure along the coast that, especially on the European model overnight, tried to throw back some precipitation toward the colder air as Wednesday unfolds. That is a highly uncertain forecast right now. But the bottom line is it looks like after a very warm Monday with some highs breaking 70, we will then trend our temperatures much cooler as we get deeper into Thanksgiving week. Okay, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.